Good afternoon, morning, or evening. Welcome back to, I don't know what round this is, but another No Logic rando for the tournament. I am once again joined by one JD Silvergun. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, thank you. How are you?
I am doing well, thank you. So, so we are here. Finally, we had a little bit of a delay, but we are now all good to go. And so now we are just waiting for... Oh, whoops.
So this is lower bracket round 1 and a very exciting game 3 between these two. So this series is all tied up right now, so the loser will be eliminated from the tournament and the winner will advance to the next round.
This is true. This is true. So we'll see how this will go. Both men here anxiously waiting. I know this was a big thing. So we will now... Yep. We will soon here release the hounds, waiting for the race time to get started. So yeah, this is going to be it after this. And also, so just so you know, for anyone who's watching, JD will be mostly doing the comms as I'm also doing tracker as well. So we see how well that'll go. Okay,
and we do appreciate the double duty here. It's very much appreciated.
Of course. All right, very good. So they getting started here ever so shortly. So once again, for those... So go ahead.
I was just going to say, they have started in the race room. We're just waiting for the stream delay to catch up.
Yeah, so they have started. We will see what goodies that we'll get here. And here we go. And we are off to the races. Okay.
Double
good
start. Start. Oh, just a piece of heart. So there are a few routes they could do from here. So we'll see if there's any divergence or if they have the same idea. I like killing the guard. Drops can be really good early on. We see red boomerang on the island. Okay, so Nobly going to Sahasrala and Gabriel is clipping. This either could be to pick up that boomerang or it could be to set up something else.
It looks like he's gonna go get the boom.
As a red boomerang can be used for several glitches in combination with other items, but we'll have to see if that's relevant later.
I missed what Saha said.
I missed it as well, unfortunately, but the items were junk. I can check the playback on that. When none of our viewers saw it. Okay, just rupees in Sanctuary. Alright, so Gabriel is doing kind of an older fake flipper setup to check the man under the bridge. But it still works though. Meanwhile, Nobly into the Lost Woods.
Map skull.
A map of... The maps are very good information since this is a key sanity mode. We do not know what the crystal and pendant layout is. Nobly getting a small key to GT in the Thieves' hideout, and Gabriel's setting up a swim clip to get into Ice Rod Cave.
You probably think Nobly wants that.
Oh yes, so King of Samaria in the mushroom location, very powerful item. So Gabriel didn't quite get the swim clip into the cave, so does it teleport to not require the use of bombs? Not sure, but maybe if he meant to exit again right away there. And Nobly is farming the tree pole, which is interesting.
Probably wants to make sure he's got enough for the bottle vendor, I'd guess. He might make a cack run.
Yeah, this is one of the reasons why people don't usually go to town early, is because farming all this stuff when you can just potentially get it on the way is slower, but there are a lot of items in town, so like, potentially it could be a really good payout to come here early.
Harpies and bombs on the waterfall. Gabriel gonna go check out Zoro. $50.
And bombs for Nobly, rupees, compass,
Okay.
and blue boomerang.
Oh. Got real close with that fireball there. Gabriel got to do the walk of shame, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Gabriel is going to this effort for just a 50. I mean, early on, resources are a bit more valuable when we don't have anything. But here we are.
Yep.
So now Gabriel in Sanctuary, Nobly in the well. Skull small. Piece of heart. Cape. And arrows. Oh, the skull small is nice. Generally, like one of a lot of the small keys are nice to have for convenience sake. The map of ice on the bottle vendor could be very helpful later.
Now Campos about to do all the Lost Woods checks. Nobly got another 20 piece.
Okay, green pendant was desert.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. And magic from the crab is pretty nice. Early on, especially. I mean, they don't have anything to... Well, Samaria is a weapon, so yeah, I'm surprised Gabriel didn't farm a little bit more of those drops, because Samaria is like the only actual weapon they have. Like, Boomerang doesn't really kill things.
Yeah.
And Mirror on Race Game for Nobly is nice. We
No,
really like that item, but...
No
Sorry,
lumberjack, or no Aga 1 today. It's just a heart piece.
Yes.
Oh, they put
Sword for Nobly on Desert Ledge. I was just going to say earlier that we like the mirror both for its intended purpose and unintended purposes. It's a very helpful tool for routing and for glitches. Map of Hera next to Hera, immediate check, shows us that it's a crystal. I missed what that item inside the Spectacle Rock Cave is, but we're not going for it, so I'm gonna assume it's not important.
Yeah, I missed it as well. To an old man rescue, looks like.
Yep. Alright, and Nobly is setting up a North Samaria. This is a transition corruption. And if he's successful, we will be able to get to Thieves' Town Attic from here. Nobly he's being trolled by the... I don't remember what those are called. Like the ant lions or whatever.
Oh, I don't know what it's called.
Alright, so we have successfully reached the attic, but we are unfortunately went the wrong way. You want to go to the right and bomb open the floor first so that you can steal this key. You go this way first, then you're forced to spend the key, and nobody's realizing the mistake. Which is unfortunate. So if you do the YBA route, you already start in this room that has the peg, so you have to get the key first. But the advantage of the Samaria route is that you can steal the key and use it in desert. Oh, meanwhile, Gabriel has done a Death Mountain Descent and farming bombs in Graveyard Ledge. Okay, so this bomb clip that Nobly's setting up, it may not allow him to check both of the items. He's trying to get to the right side of desert without doing a key, or using a key or doing a quadrant glitch, but maybe changed his mind and mirrored back. Gabriel with the Houlihan, getting a nice little bit of rupees to start with.
So Gabriel looks like I'm gonna head to the dam. I think Nobly, what looks like quadrant glitch.
Yeah, I think he doesn't want to leave those right side items behind, and I don't blame him. Oh, half magic in the dam is very nice. Especially because their only weapon is Samaria right now. Or at least for Gabriel. So this is our first part of this setup. Nobly just needs to move 1 pixel to the left, and then getting on a specific pixel near the top of the screen. Okay, he wasn't not on the right pixel after all, which is unfortunate. Map of Dark Palace for Gabriel. So it looks like there are a decent amount of maps in this seed. Some seeds you literally have no idea what is required. Alright, that looked better to me than last time. So okay, that was successful. Save Nobly, but it is actually correcting the camera. Oh, Gabriel's in Mini Moldorm Cave. Looks like they didn't find anything, and Nobly gets the health refill, which normally would be terrible, but we have the mirror. Paint a Perna on the right side in the vanilla big key chest of desert. Meanwhile, Gabriel is doing a door juke. This will allow us to get the King's Tomb item. Alright, very nice. Big Key of Mire. Oh, that key could be very useful if we have the medallion that goes with it. Okay, just a shield in Agina's cave for Nobly. And we're leaving, so it's probably K45. And Gabriel into Hera gets a small key to desert, so that's perhaps working out a little bit more in his favor. Although he will be able to steal the key as well, so it might not matter. And we see a bow as well. Alright, so we know our runners have a decent amount of weapons available early, so that's nice. Alright, nobly gets his half magic in the dam. Gabriel has crossed the mountain using some clipping. Somehow got scammed on the ferry, and normally if you boomerang that and then bonk it, you get health refill automatically.
Oh.
That's unfortunate. I was gonna say I would just ignore those enemies and just clip into the clouds to get the fire rod that appeared to be on the island. But yeah, deaths happen on the mountain. It's unfortunate, but it happens to the best of us. Some interesting combination bomb and Samaria strats from Nobly, and the bomb disappeared while the boomerang was holding it. I've never seen that. That's funny. Okay, so Nobly's getting his lot of nothing here, and is not doing the juke. So that Meyer big key could potentially be a convenience for Gabriel in the future, if Nobly never checks that.
Alright. Looks like Nobly's about to go do the waterfall checks.
Yep, and Gabriel is in Paradox. So far, Heart Container, which is probably welcome. Yeah, 20 rupees. Small key to pod. 3 bombs. 3 bombs. And a small key to Meyer. So not really too much value, but Gabriel is going to try to exit out the top here by setting up a bomb jump, because we saw there was a fire rod on the floating island. And probably wants to do Spiral Cave as well. Or that might be an ice rod, actually.
It looks like an
Never
ice
mind.
rod. Yeah, I would call that an ice rod.
Yeah, I agree. My first glance at it was not a very good look, but yeah, I definitely think that was a nice rod. I mean,
Yeah, like you
Nobly
said. Yep, Spiral Cave.
Yep, Nobly rescuing the old man. Now Gabriel has a lot of weapons. Still no sword, but has a lot of weapons now.
Mm-hmm.
Just 50 rupees for Gabriel in Spiral Cave, so curious where we're going next. This looks like Uncle and the castle.
Yeah, might actually do. Be curious to see if Gabriel will do the. Okay, it is. I'm gonna skip Uncle and go do the front escape. Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, this escape is a common early play if we're unable to find a cave state big key elsewhere, just because it's the only one that never moves. So may decide to route in Uncle later because we can use the door in the Uncle Passage to get to Thieves Town. Nobly gets his bow in the Tower of Hera.
Ooh.
Flippers in the map chest is a really important item if Swamp is a crystal. Right, Nobly doing a nice little teleport to get the map of the dungeon he was just in.
Technically didn't check it though.
Yeah, it's just a little bit surprising because Gabriel like manually map checked, like even not having entered the dungeon yet. And then Nobly, well, I can understand not worrying about that. It's still quite early. Sometimes I put off checking maps because we're not really thinking about go mode yet. But they still have no fire source. Like you need at least like fire rod or lamp before you, because if you can't beat Ganon, you can't beat the game. Basically, Ganon is the only thing that has like hard requirements other than Trinex, and Trinex is not guaranteed to be required. But also, I think that sword on the desert ledge. You know, there are a lot of overworld YBAs we can do to dupe items, but I'm not sure about that particular location. But in this case, because it was already collected, that wouldn't be possible, even if it may have been beforehand. So we are going to need to find another sword, at least on Nobly's side. Gabriel not having either sword, but maybe we'll attempt to dupe the desert ledge sword. I doubt it because we haven't even seen a bottle yet, but there have been races in the past where runners have put off collecting swords in the sunken treasure location. They're waiting for a bottle for the dupe. I don't think we're going to see anything like that, but just goes to show you never know what runners will do in this mode. Oh, I'm surprised that Gabriel did the play for the Hyrule Castle Big Key, and as you noted, did skip out on Uncle. And then usually your follow-up is to either go to Pod or Thieves Town, like in Cave State. You know, hence getting the key. So this is a little bit surprising that he's going to town, because usually, I don't know, I just feel like maybe you would have went to town first if you weren't immediately planning to go to a dungeon afterwards. But regardless, here we are. Nobly's doing something called Offset Mirror Portal, and which tells me he's going to the castle, because the mirror portal he just placed will allow him to check the Pyramid Fairy location. It looks like Nobly made a mistake and did not get the mountain descent he was looking for, so is going to wait until the boulders kill him, because taking a death on the overworld will preserve the mirror portal that he set. When you actually want a boulder to hit you, they do not hit you, apparently.
That's amazing.
This is... yeah, he lays a bomb in frustration.
There you go. Should be noted that both Pod and Ice, or Pod is a red crystal, and Ice is also a regular crystal. From Nobly's map check earlier.
Oh, thank you. Alright, so Gabriel going to Eastern, this is very uncommon in Rando, because this map wrap has a hard lock risk. Maybe he didn't intend to go this way.
While foregoing the mirror as well.
Yeah. That's why I'm thinking maybe that was a mistake, but since he did do the map wrap, decided to correct it and then check this over here, I'll have to remember, or try to remember to ask him about that. But like, that map wrap is like more commonly seen in like vanilla, like AD RMG.
So now Nobly, of course, took care of the Uncle checks, which weren't really anything, and is now going to do the front of escape.
Yeah, that's fortunate for Gabriel that they weren't, because this kind of early stage of the game, like, missing out on a helpful item can, like, completely, like, send you on a different course with your routing. But I don't know if either runner is comfortable with it, but it is possible that they could use Samaria and bombs to juke to Thieves Town. It's possible just bombs, but Samaria makes it substantially easier and less risky, like, in terms of, like, damaging yourself wise. Also pod is... I'm really surprised no one's in pod yet, especially Gabriel, having gotten the big key, Cave State big key before Nobly, but... And not having the mirror makes this Eastern play feel even worse, because you could combine pod and Eastern together.
Could Gabriel be looking for a sword before going in? I don't know why you would, but could that be a possible reason?
That's possible, but like the clip to get into pod despawns the enemies, and you don't have to fight the boss if you don't want to, so I'm not sure if that's the reasoning. But yeah, this routing is looking like it's working out in Nobly's favor so far, unless Gabriel finds something in Eastern. Gabriel will probably get the sword at the desert area eventually, but... I don't know. Okay, there's a big item. Hook shot.
So that might be
by itself. Yeah, by itself it doesn't do a whole lot, but combined with other items, it's potentially very powerful. Like those items being like the lamp and like the sword that Nobly has, and Samaria they already both have.
And Gabriel not opting to check the big key chest in the back.
Yeah, he's just going to do the juke. This is faster than walking around if you get it quick.
That's right. I forgot there's an easy way around it.
Yeah, and since he didn't have the mirror, like, it makes sense to do this last, because your camera is going to be all screwed up. Yeah, hookshot still, even if they don't do glitches with it, still is a really nice item to have, and I did not see what that was.
I have no idea.
The hookshot will allow Gabriel to do Hera, and hookshot plus flippers will allow them to tackle Swamp, like, in a way that's like less annoying than our other solutions. Although without having the Hera small or the Swamp small, they will have to potentially unlock it beforehand if that's the play they want to make. Okay, so just a pod small and a heart piece in Pyramid Fairy. Oh, Gabriel going to the desert area, going to get the sword, and I guess Burna was all that we found over there.
Yeah.
But the sword is a big deal, though. I think we're going back for the mirror. Alright, so Nobly saving and quitting. Either not comfortable with the juke at Thieves Town or just doesn't want to do it. I have a feeling like our first bottle is going to be in pod. Like, it's the densest location that's easy to get to.
Oh, there we go. Mirror acquired for Gabriel.
Yep, very nice. Nobly going back for this check, probably just as a defensive play. And the map may end up saving him time later. If he's like in like a 50-50 situation of not knowing the last prize or something like that. Wait, where? Oh, wait, hold on. So Gabriel got a sword. That was what was in the Eastern Palace big key chest.
Yeah, that must have been, yeah. So, because he didn't dupe anything. So good on him.
Yeah, that Eastern play actually was really good in this case. Even though I said it felt bad, like, not comboing it with pod, but, it had the items that
Well,
nobly
he
may
showed
not
you,
get.
didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, it is randomizer. You can't never know how things pan out beforehand.
So nobly about to do the old cave state pod.
Yes, honestly, I'm surprised we didn't see this sooner, but here we are. Hey, Gabriel doing a bomb clip to get back into desert. Unfortunately, a bit late on the dash, it looked like.
Yeah. Give it another go. Got it. Yep.
Yeah, this is some interesting routing with from nobly. Like, usually this is one of the last things we open because, especially having Samaria, like, it's possible to close other chests as long as we have a chest in a room adjacent that is also closed. By closing them, I mean it just duplicates the items. We can open the chest twice.
So I think Campos is doing what Nobly was doing earlier.
Yeah, this North Samaria is really... I don't know why we mirrored there. Oh, maybe he corrupted it twice on accident. It's possible. Like, so you couldn't get to Samaria corruptions off of one block, specifically in North Samaria.
Mm-hmm.
And we needed to only be corrupted once for this. Like, if you're thinking about this in the way this glitch, like, allows you to travel, like, around the underworld map, like, he would have went too far, basically, if it was with the double corruption versus the one. And having a little bit of trouble.
I'm assuming that wasn't to Landmo.
No, that's just the trap room that nobody goes into because there's no reason to. That's unfortunate that he's giving up on it because there's a lot of value in... Actually, I'm not sure what we're doing. Like, he has the small key, so he could still get the right side. Oh, he's... just wants to beat mirror to this side? But these North Samarias can be a little tricky in the sense that you have to tap up very... Yeah, so he's buffering it this time to make sure he doesn't, like, hit the button too hard. Like, North Samaria is generally the easiest of the Samaria glitches, but you still have to, like, have, like, a light touch, or, like, a... It's not like we have to do a one-frame tap or anything like that, but it's pretty close to that. You need to tap very lightly.
According to Miss Yakumo, Nobly apparently grabbed a bottle. I missed it.
Oh, thank you for that. Much appreciated for the help in chat.
Green potion, apparently.
Sometimes I just focus too much on trying to figure out what the runners are thinking to do next, because there's so many things you can do in this mode. Oh, okay, nice. So yeah, I knew this pod was going to pay out. Like, it just felt like it was going to be the case in this seed. Alright, so Gabriel getting the King of Burna on the right side. Okay, and this East Samaria, if successful, will go to Swamp and allow us to check some items there, and actually will allow Gabriel to fight Argus too, if he wants to. Just because he has the flippers, he can just go there. But yeah, so the Fire Rod, definitely a huge find for Nobly. It may be perhaps a bit too early to think about Go mode still, but we know 2 swords are available, and Nobly has found our first fire source, so technically Ganon is completable. If we can complete all the other objectives before Ganon is the question. So
looks like Nobly's gonna head to Helma.
Yep. So this glitch is called the statue drag to Helmasaur. Just juking a bunch of doors using statue pulling animation. And following some specific movements, we can get into the boss's room.
And Gabriel's made his way into Swamp.
Yep, very nice. So this going up and down stairs is not an accident. It's to reset the tile set, which tells me that he is thinking about going to the boss here. So this is an interesting play. It can be advantageous to get bosses out of the way early, but oh, Bottle is a great find for Gabriel in the back of Swamp. And we see a big key to Desert on Nobly's side. And the big key to Hera on Gabriel's side. Interesting. So, what I was going to say about Gabriel's play, there's nothing wrong with getting a boss out of the way earlier, but sometimes putting this off can be advantageous. Like, if he had, like, found the swamp small first, because he already has flippers, since defeating this boss and picking up the prize, which is the desert prize.
So, Skull and TR
are pendants. Okay, so we have full info. Alright, so Fire Rod not strictly required, or at all really, but it's usually easier to find one of the Fire Rods than to find the lamp though, so that will serve as a fire source for us. What I was gonna say about, like, this Argus boss kill from Desert, like, this will warp us to the front of Swamp, so if Gabriel had delayed, potentially gotten the Swamp small, like, this could have been a huge play, could have, like, gotten the Swamp prize at the same time as getting the Argus kill. Because there is a way we can flood the dam from the desert area. It's doing an East Samaria in Agina's cave. Then this only works because there are no overworld screen transitions between the cave and desert, which is how we got to Swamp in this case. And meanwhile, Nobly is into Eastern.
Alright, so there were some technical difficulties there. Gabriel did get the pendant.
Yes,
wait, was that real Swamp, or how do I mark that?
I would not mark Swamp as complete because he has the prize from Desert, not the Swamp crystal. But he has fulfilled the boss portion of Swamp. So our rules in this tournament require that we not only collect all the crystals, but we must defeat the crystal bosses as well. So this is an example of that being done separately. Gabriel is going to have to make a separate trip to get the Swamp crystal because of the way he routed it. So Nobly got the hookshot in Eastern and is setting up a West Samaria. This West Samaria is going to delete the big key door. I'm curious if Nobly misses that sword entirely, but just because rushing for the boss and not thinking about it. Alright, so this door is pretty annoying, but Nobly does manage to get it done. Well, Gabriel into Hera.
Unfortunately, Gabriel had a little spill against Moldorm.
Yeah, that can happen, certainly.
Not on the advantageous side. Nope. Yeah. Nope, missed the spin. Okay, got the other spin. Okay, got him.
That was quick reaction to get that last spin, because turning the poke into a spin. We see another bottle, yes. Okay, so 3 bottles are available, and we know of 2 swords as well, and a fire sword. So
Now, was that
with the
real
flip,
Moldorm? Can I mark that?
yes, yeah.
Okay.
Gabriel did enter through the front door and Herapot to reach the boss. So that is the Hera crystal with the Hera boss skill together.
And if I'm correct, Nobly did not check the big key chest yet.
No. He still has one more chance to do it. He can go back in after he kills the boss and then do the same juke that Gabriel did. Because
Okay.
it's either that or he's skipping it, because nobody wants to walk all the way around in this mode if we don't have to. Alright, so Gabriel is working on Swamp, and this is interesting. It's not bad. It's good to have this done if you're going with this route to collect the crystal, unlocking it from Hera, but I wonder if Gabriel pulled the dam first before saving and quitting to the mountain. Because having the water like flooded will allow him to do this in one trip. Alright, so nobly, second crystal, back into Eastern, but not going for the juke to get the big key chest, which we know is a sword, so that's a little bit unfortunate. I'm guessing this is a play to Meyer, using the door in the Stalfos room. And Gabriel did not flood the dam, which is very unfortunate. He's going to have to make another trip to claim the swamp crystal. And so nobly did YBA to Meyer. First YBA of the siege, the Yuzuhara's Bottle Adventure, which is a form of transition corruption we can get by drinking a potion on the same frame as a transition. And immediately deciding to leave with no medallions is not a common choice, I'll say that.
Congratulations for finding the other ice rod.
Yeah, thanks, game.
Yeah, for those who aren't familiar, for this No Logic tournament, it's double rods, meaning that there are actually 2 fire rods and 2 ice rods in play.
Yes, and we do that for a variety of reasons. The main reason people cite is because of Trinex, but we also like that it encourages people to try to go mode with less items, which can lead to, more difficulty, like more glitches being done, bosses done with fewer, lower equipment.
Nobly not opting for the fire shield. My goodness. Gabriel finally also making his way to Cave State Pod.
Yeah, so we'll get the fire rod, presumably, and the other bottle. Okay, so this looks like a swamp play for nobly, flooding the water beforehand. Oh, this is what I was saying. Nobly's doing what I was hoping Gabriel had done before the swamp unlocking. Since as long as you don't do an overworld screen transition, the game has saved, the information that the water is the way it is, so... Like I said, Gabriel's going to have to make an extra trip for Swamp to claim the crystal. And nobly did not get the sword in Eastern because he YBA'd to Meyer, so that's It's looking like Nobly's ahead at the moment, but Gabriel has the advantage of having the sword. An extra sword, rather, so...
Right, because even then, like you said earlier, to be fair, in order to even get to Ganon, the Nobly needs to have Master Sword.
Yep. And we have seen seeds in this tournament, where a runner had 7 crystal bosses and all the crystals claimed, but still did not have a Master Sword. So, it's certainly possible. And Nobly making good use of the cape there. To not have to put up with Moldorm's nonsense. Alright, so that is already the 3rd crystal and crystal boss for Nobly. So now Nobly's gonna go back in and then clip the swamp. A shovel for Gabriel and the pod, a big chest, which we know leads to nothing, but it's always kind of a funny item when you're not the one playing the game.
Of course.
Nobly, come on.
Nobly having a little bit of trouble there
believe in
trying to get in the pot.
Yeah, normally people that take that long to do it do like the buffer strat, but maybe Nobly's just having a bit of an off day, you know. He said he had quite a work week. Alright, so this is a dash citrus that Nobly's trying to set up, and we saw this from Gabriel a few minutes ago. However, Nobly will have the advantage of being able to leave and come back in easily since the dam was already flooded. And we'll be able to get the boss and the crystal in one trip. A fire rod for Gabriel, as expected. And with having the 3 bottles and Samaria, Gabriel's probably thinking about go mode, but most people don't care for this kind of go mode usually. It's not the easiest go mode to execute. We see that Nobly got the book in Swamp, which he can't really use that. I mean, he can check items with it, but he can't obtain them. Alright, Nobly setting up a Specky clip, which is a nice quality of life addition to this mode. Like, we still would be able to do this without that, but it's way faster to just do that. I'm a bit surprised that... Okay, well, I'm less surprised, actually, never mind. I was thinking that Gabriel might want to check Hookshot Cave, but doing the boss first actually makes sense. Oh, in case you missed it, on Nobly's side, this is the statue dragged to Helmasaur. This is the most common way of reaching the boss of this dungeon in this mode. Mostly because of the wall that moves if you go the vanilla way is just extremely, extremely slow. Alright, so Nobly also getting the third bottle in the back of Swamp, but by actually going through Swamp State, though, I wasn't expecting that. And big key to Hera. Curious if Nobly will go back for that at some point. Alright, so Gabriel taking down Helmasaur, going to get that big key to Desert as well, after we've already been there, which is, you know, just the game's way of saying I love you, thanks for playing. So the disadvantage of doing Argus this way is that Nobly actually has to do the fight like normally. Like, Gabriel didn't showcase it, but it's possible to skip the first phase with a broken camera. But Nobly got quite a few of those like double spins though, so that was nice. And a very nice phase 2 with the Ice Rod, one cycle. Alright, so 4 crystals for Nobly and all of their bosses defeated as well. And meanwhile, Gabriel back in, well, actually not back, because we haven't been here yet on his side. Through the Uncle Passage. Alright, so with this, the YBA, or Potion Glitch, for those not familiar with that, is going to go to Thieves Town. And we can use our Cave State Big Key to unlock these doors. Now, where are we going on Nobly's side? Oh, did we just not do this yet? I forgot. Oh, he's going for potions.
No, green potion for free.
Well, I mean, this is interesting, but like, we're not broke yet, so I'm a little confused. Like, it's really good to remember that kind of stuff, because some seeds, like, you are gonna be
make his door run.
Yeah, oh, so I guess he's going to have less money. I know some seeds you are going to end up flat broke, but generally I have plenty of rupees left at the end of a seed. Alright, so Gabriel, having already opened the attic from Desert, is able to quickly, he gets the boss fight in Thieves Town. This is, LSD blind glitch is just to keep the door open. Since we are in Cave State, we need to be able to leave after the boss is defeated. Just for convenience sake. And Nobly also going to Thieves Town, it looks like. So if you're a fan of Gabriel, you want there to be no swords on path for Nobly. And if you're a fan of Nobly, you want there to be a sword on the way somewhere. Because Nobly is maintaining a bit of a lead here, but it's too soon to tell who is favored so far in this race. And Nobly's having a bit of a trouble getting on this pixel here. Well, technically it's 2 pixels, but most people don't trust the bottom pixel. So with Fighter Sword, this visual cue is like fairly ambiguous. And yeah, Nobly unfortunately drinks one of the potions. Alright, so Gabriel leaving and re-entering the dungeon. So we're in proper Thieves Town state, and this will allow us to collect the prize. And that is a sword in the ambush chest in Thieves Town, so... As nice as it is for Gabriel to have tempered, that potentially could be bad for him, depending on how the rest of this race plays out. Right, so Gabriel has completed Thieves Town. The 4th boss and 3rd crystal down.
Yep, so right now the only differences are that Gabriel has not defeated Armos. And Nobly's not, well, Nobly's on his way to do it now to go be blind.
Yeah, Gabriel needs to make another trip to Swamp to get the crystal is also... it's not really a problem, but it is, like, time that is going to need to be taken.
And should I not? Should I go ahead and take that off, though, that he beat Argus?
If you want to track it like that, I mean, that makes sense to me, because you haven't marked that there's a crystal there. But yeah, and you have marked the pendants, so, like, we know the info. I mean, different trackers do it in different ways, but... I mean, I'm okay with it.
Alright, whatever. I'll wait until the No Logic police get to me.
Depending on the status of the other race. Our administrators are busy. One is in the race, and one is calming the race, so...
Good.
I think we're safe for now.
Excellent. Excellent. So, chat, shut up. No one out me.
Yeah, so it looks like Gabriel is thinking about that swamp crystal sooner rather than later. Like going to the dam, flooding it, saving and quitting. There's a solid argument that you might want to put this off unless you're planning on checking items inside Swamp on the way. Just because it's possible you could get like hook pushing gear or like Moon Pearl or something else, or like Swamp Small. Well, Swamp Small doesn't matter because he unlocked it, but you could find stuff that makes this faster to do, so you wouldn't have to like do this Harapod again and then clip back into Swamp. But sometimes it's hard to know what to do, so it could be just thinking like this is progress, so I'll just get to work on it. Alright, this is a big moment for Nobly. Okay, well after this Sea House, it's a big moment for Nobly. I'm curious if Nobly is going to get that chest. I mean, I assume so, but you never know.
Right. I don't know why I found interesting that he went to grab everything outside first as opposed to just running back in, getting the prize and being done with it.
Yeah, what I do is usually when I exit, I go to get Sea House and then run back into the dungeon, because that's kind of off on its own way. Then finish the checks in here, get the prize. And Nobly is getting the sword, so that's good for him. And then, like, Brewery and the Chest Game are on the kind of like the left side of the map, so that seems to make more sense for like me to do it that way.
Fair enough.
Rather than doing a lap around town like that.
Right. And there you go.
Okay, so yeah, that is another dungeon, another boss, another crystal for Nobly. I don't know if the tracker is like eating your inputs here, but you could mark Swamp for Nobly as well.
I might that might have been the one I unchecked by accident. I don't remember now.
Alright, so Gabriel, went to Swamp from Hera, then went outside and back in to get the Swamp Dungeon ID, then get a YBA to get back to Hera. And then now we're collecting the Swamp Crystal, but in Hera. So this is faster than going to the back. So that's why we're doing it this way. So meanwhile, Nobly in the well, so this is looking like a play to Ice Palace. So this door with a YBA will allow us to get there.
Wow, apparently according to Captain Bardo, that the other race, the Simple Clips Muffins race, was so close that they were going to have to retime it.
That could be a first for No Logic tournament, like history.
I think so.
Well, GG to those runners. Sounds like it was well played by both of them.
Nobly, I guess, messed up.
I think he drank the potion on accident.
Okay.
Would be my guess, because I'm looking at Gabriel. So the reason Gabriel's doing this is a South Samaria, and this deletes a specific door that we use to change our dungeon ID. So this tells me Gabriel is thinking about go mode, because the reason why you would do this is because we have no this is perfectly fine. It's okay. The corruption, it's avoidable, but if it happens,
every
time.
But yeah, that was exactly how you guys remember how that level looked, right? When everything just vomited on the screen. Perfectly vanilla. I deal with that when I run NMG all the time.
Oh, there is the VRAM NMG category.
Yes, there are.
Yeah,
VRAM, no major glitches. I forgot where this goes. Oh, yeah, here we are.
Yeah, so Gabriel did a glitch called Stairmaster to get to Cave State Eastern. This is his way of unlocking the door, as opposed to the West Samaria we saw earlier from Nobly. But yeah, so Gabriel did successfully delete the door in Hyrule Castle that allows us to change our dungeon ID, and the reason why that's relevant is because with no medallions, this is like the primary way we can get the Mire Crystal, is by using that door to change our dungeon ID. So like Nobly's little mishap. Oh yeah,
you can try it again.
Yeah, this little mishap is giving Gabriel time to catch up. Although if silvers don't show up, the Tempered versus Master Sword is a pretty significant difference on the Ganon fight, though, so... If there are no other swords on path, Nobly needs to maintain a bit of a buffer here.
I think Nobly drank the potion again.
Yeah, that's rough.
And
yeah, these YBAs, like, no matter how many times you do them, like, I had a streak of, like, not missing any for, like, a while. Then yesterday in the race, I, like, just missed one. But it can happen to anyone.
Mm-hmm. Part of the reason I don't run these categories. Hello, Malmo. Thank you for the GLs. Probably not to us.
So for those coming in late,
Gabriel checking the map. We're trying it again. Okay. TY power to Mario.
Yeah, thank you.
That looked to be more successful.
That was successful.
Oh, welcome
so
nice.
for those coming in late, like the main differences in this race, Nobly was more efficient with the swamp clear than Gabriel. Gabriel, I'm guessing, forgot to flood the dam, so had to make 2 trips to get the crystal. Because Gabriel did a Desert Argus play and Nobly just swamp stated the whole thing. So Nobly's a little bit ahead, but missed the sword that was in the Eastern Palace big key chest, so presumably that is never going to be collected for him. Gabriel's just catching up a little bit, but does have the sword advantage and has already deleted the door in Hyrule Castle, so he's thinking about go mode if he's thinking about the Meyer ID swap. Although we have not seen any checks in Meyer yet. We know that the medallion is Quake because Nobly did YBA there, but then decided to exit immediately and get Meyer Shed. So Gabriel now has 5 bosses and their crystals as well. So at the moment, it appears that we are tied up.
Yeah.
So, and Nobly getting some trolley RNG from the berries, it looks like. This room is horrible no matter what category you play.
True.
Oh, Gabriel is clipping to the potion shop for some refills, it looks like. Alright, just 10 bombs in the big key chest in Ice Palace. Alright, and Nobly does have a key. So this is something, an easy mistake to make is if you don't have the hammer or the glove, is forgetting to have a key. So I didn't see if he stole that key or if we just found one, but either way, very convenient.
And so remind me, despite not having a hammer, how do you get the cold stare?
Spin YBA is the most common way, and I think it's probably the only way with this equipment.
Ooh.
A nice silvers. Okay, so that is going to close the gap a little bit if, like, they're on Ganon at the same time for Nobly.
Yeah.
The phase 4 with Master Sword, very long.
Yeah, 24 spins versus 12 is it is as long as you think. Whereas now tempered versus silvers, that's a slightly different story.
Oh, I missed the sick kid check from Nobly earlier. So
Yeah, it was male.
yeah, blue mail is a good quality of life, in my opinion. Especially because many of our glitches involve bombing ourselves. And Nobly unfortunately misses the YBA, and did not have a backup potion. Ugh, this is most unfortunate. I don't know what Nobly's
doing the
technique
same
is.
thing.
Oh, yeah, Gabriel's into ice, cave state, so has to leave and reset the dungeon to have the proper, Ice Palace dungeon ID. I don't know what Nobly's technique for YBAs is, but I prefer to use one hand to hit both buttons and just, hit it hard. It seems to increase the likelihood of successfully pressing both buttons on the same frame for me. But consistency is very difficult, so it's just unfortunate.
I mean, Peter, I believe that. This will be interesting too. Now that Gabriel's nice, will Gabriel make the check to get silvers?
I think so, because magic is not a concern if you have half magic. Because there's still
the
items.
chest wasn't out of the way. If I remember where, I forgot where it was, but I remember.
Yeah, it was the Freezor chest. Like, the only reason you skip that is if you're concerned about magic routing.
Yeah.
Because there's still a number of items that could speed up Gabriel's gameplay, like Lamp, Moon Pearl, Quake, Silvers, which we know are there. Like, he's not going to find a glove and a hammer, which would be convenient, but those would also be convenient, specifically for this dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I didn't see what potions Nobly bought, but preserving the portal was good routing. I like that. reducing the amount of YBAs you have to do is always preferred. Alright, quick swapping to Fire Rod. We are getting the silvers.
Alright.
Both runners are having trouble with this bomb. Oh, never mind. I guess that's just an alternate setup. Oh, he just like didn't buffer the uplift? I don't know. I actually forgot how to do that bomb clip because I just do the dash clip. Trying to conserve on my bombs, and then I eventually forgot how to do it. Alright, so that was successful so far for Gabriel. Just needs to do some particular inputs to not soft lock. Yep, Tam Slam for the win.
Behold. Actually missed one Fire Rod shot, so good on him for having half magic. Still,
yeah.
Oh, okay, he's got a blue potion. I'm about to say this could be problematic too, because these puffs hit like a truck. Yep.
Yeah, missing that spin a bit early is unfortunate. Because when you glitch into these boss rooms, like the script is like not the same as like the NMG script. So even if you were like practiced at that, it's gonna be a little bit different usually. I don't know, maybe less so for the YBA method, but nonetheless, he got the kill.
Okay.
Alright, Nobly. In position in the door. Alright, just needs to charge his sword and, you know, up and Y on the same frame. Sounds simple. Sometimes quite difficult, though. Alright, looks like Gabriel's going potion shopping again.
Malmo agreed. It is really going to be just the difference with the with those. It's true. 2 buttons at the same frame is, you know, near impossible.
Just hit him hard, that's what I say. Okay, so presumably, I don't know what he's thinking. Using magic so that he can drink a potion. I wonder where we're going.
So I'm curious with Gabriel, because I don't know if Gabriel knows the last 2.
Oh, did he not get the TR map?
I don't remember if he did. I don't remember if he did or not, so that's why I didn't mark it on his.
I think this is into the Dark World to actually do a map check. Oh, never mind, or not. Okay, I think I know what Gabriel's doing. Going back to Cave State Eastern and then planning to go to Meyer, also in Cave State, just to not have to worry about keys. Okay, so Nobly, so far so good on this YBA.
Sounds like he
doing the... Yeah, he did doing the other method of getting into the room, but successful though. So, yeah, Gabriel wants to use the Cave State Big Key to get to Vitreous without having to do additional YBAs and spin YBAs, I guess, is the thought here. And, I mean, this makes sense. It's just, you have to put up with Dark Mire if you don't find the lamp, but not usually too big of an issue for most people who play Rando. So, Gabriel definitely has a bit of a lead here, like being the first to get ice done, and already having the door deleted for the Meyer dupe. But there's still a fair bit of game left. Okay, nice YBA. Now we're into Meyer Cave State. I'm curious how much of this we open, or if we just go to the boss.
Yeah, I feel like for Gabriel, it's got. He probably feels pretty good. Got silvers. Got tempered. I mean, has half magic with the fire rod. So I think he might just make a beeline. Refervity.
He definitely could go the aggressive route. The counter argument to that is that they don't have the TR big key. At least I don't think they do. So like that particular double YBA. Oh, nice. Fourth bottle. Well, that makes it easier, at least. With 4 bottles in the mirror, it doesn't get easier than that. But I was going to say, the double YBA is pretty notorious for, like, walling people when you're under pressure, so if that is a concern, he might check a lot of items, but it looks like we're only doing a few on-the-way checks, though. We're not full clearing.
Yeah, it sounds like he's just doing convenience checks rather than full-blown.
Yeah, and it makes sense. Like, Lamp would be really good, Quake would be really good, TR Big would be really good. It's like Nobly is thinking the same thing, to do the double cave state route. Doing Stairmaster.
And should bomb it out. Yep,
Yeah,
bomb out the Eastern. Okay.
Yep.
Gabriel getting through the dark rooms.
Yeah, burn is really nice in this room to get by the spike too, so... Like, this is the best, like, version of Darkmire you could have if you have, like, an invincible item. Oh, and actually he has both. So Nobly checking the big chest and not finding anything. Oh yeah, I forgot. Nobly duped the hookshot because of doing the West Samaria. I mean, he could open it for swag. Like, why would you not want double hook-shots?
I mean, 1 free charm would be amazing.
I mean, yeah, do some, like, which one was it? Twilight Princess, the double claw shot. Their
Yeah, the
version
long
of
shot. Thank you, Peter.
Yeah.
Alright, so here we go. So now we got oh, we're just gonna silver arrow this.
Yeah, it's definitely the safest way to do this fight.
Oh, got a second one. Oh, had to tank that because it was the second missed the second cycle.
Archery is kind of difficult in this game, and I don't think Gabriel has ran vanilla, which is usually like the main thing that gets people to be better at archery, but I don't know, I've done some vanilla myself and I'm still not great at it.
Alright, so Gabriel has defeated Vidi, but was in cave state, so
yes, correct.
has to go back. So yeah, I'm not gonna mark it. Especially because Malmo's here. I gotta be on my best behavior.
Alright, so Nobly unfortunately left.
Graveyard.
Well, this is like a bomb farm, I think, is what this is. And more than an item check. I could be wrong about that, though. Yeah, because Nobly's actually broke, because he paid for Zora's item, and also struggled on a couple YBAs, so it's just kind of compounding, like, the economic situation. This has turned into a poverty seed for Nobly. You hate to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Gabriel with 300. I'm not sure if that. I mean, that could be enough to see him out the rest of the seed, but we'll have to see. It could, depending on what he already has. So, if he's doing the traditional like bottle dupe for Meyer, it's going to take 2 potions to do this for the Maya Crystal, and then 2 potions to get to Trinex. If another. Well, actually, it's going to take probably 3 potions to get to Trinex, because we don't really have a way in, like, with Link State. Like, we've not found any indexing, so Overworld Conveyor is off the table, Hook Pushing is off the table. Now, if they had the bug net, they could use a fairy revive to set up an index 6 push, which is pretty free with silver arrows, if you know how to do it. And that could solve one of the problems. But I'm assuming we're just going to see a fake flute followed by a double YBA to try next when they get to tackling TR. So Nobly going back to Eastern, but in Cave State. So Gabriel's working on the Mire Crystal, but we're collecting some bombs first. Oh no. Now I've only made that mistake once, and it was because I was trying to do two things at once, like something not related to the game, but that is still painful to see. So for those that don't know, what happened there was you have to push down to go up, which is pretty counterintuitive, but most of us have like muscle memory that at this point. But if you're not paying attention, or maybe just the pressure of the race, I don't know, mistakes are always possible. So we're gonna do it again.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes. Gabriel was having some hard time getting in here earlier because the Moldorms weren't having it.
Yeah, so
Oh, you got it
Gabriel
this time.
does the older setup, which is like more difficult because it requires adjustment, but did get through though. Alright, Nobly is in Mire though, but still in Cave State. So far so good. Alright, so the first step of this process for Gabriel, resetting the dungeon, because we need to start with Pod as our dungeon ID to do this. And so this YBA sets up a wrong warp to Hera. And after we get that, which looks good so far, we are going to clip from Hera into the sewers in Hyrule Castle. And since Gabriel already has deleted the door with a South Samaria earlier, we're going to go through the door and then back through the door, because that is the door that changes our ID. And for whatever reason, Pod is paired with Mire, so just simply going through that door again will change the dungeon ID to Mire. And at that point, all we need to do is access a boss super tile to get the prize, and the closest one is Moldorms, so... yeah, so let's see it. So this is another bomb clip. Pretty straightforward. So Nobly is checking items inside Mire, which is interesting.
Maybe he's hoping he can find that other sword.
Yeah. I'll swamp small after they both already did swamp.
There's a bottle.
Well, the fourth bottle is a good find, because Nobly, it comes with a potion, and Nobly had to farm rupees.
Gabriel heading to Dark Cross, it looks like.
Yeah, so if you don't have hook pushing, you have to head to the key rat room to YBA back to Hera.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
We're gonna check this item while we're here, and it's heartbreaking if it's a helpful item because of how late in the seed we are, but it's money, so helpful, but not like the most helpful thing that they would have missed. Although not having TR and Aga2 done in Gabriel's defense, it could have been... still could have gotten good value if it was a really good item.
Mm-hmm.
It's normally people do this last, what Gabriel's doing, because there are 4 items on Laser Bridge and then an item on Trinex himself, so that is another chance to make this process faster, if not easier. Oh, that's interesting. I've never seen anyone light that torch. That's smart thinking. So we need to have the lights on for this. Well, I guess we don't really technically need to, but it makes it easier, because after this South YBA, we have to do a correction. I'm a little concerned about this though, because you're supposed to do left and right corrections, and it looks like he's pressing up. So I don't know if this is gonna work or not. I guess it does work. I know in some YBAs you're not supposed to press up to back out of the door. It's weird.
Up is fine according to Malmo.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I know there are some other ones where that could be a problem potentially, but I guess for this one it's fine. And Nobly has taken down Vitreous in Cave State, so good on him for getting that done.
Now there should be a Vidi prize. There it is.
So TR is all that's left for Gabriel. And we haven't seen anything in TR yet, so like, we have no idea if there are any items waiting for us that could be helpful.
Well, I'm not quite sure what there is in TR because it's dependent.
Oh. Wait a second. Oh, okay. Whoops.
Yeah, he's done.
Alright. You know, I just wanted our runners to do extra credit.
No, that's fair.
You could have corrected me earlier when I was theorizing, but
Well, I thought you were talking to do something in Trinex to do something to get to Aga 2. I didn't know what you were talking about, so I just let you go.
Yeah, well.
You know I don't run this category. I only learned what
Yeah,
I did. I only learned what I did
it's-
because I did 15 commentaries in like 3 weeks.
You don't have to defend yourself. I could have been paying better attention.
No, whatever, it's fine. It's all good. But yeah, so I mean, I don't know if actually I don't know what the hell he's doing. Oh, he's doing that turtle thing.
Yeah, so TR is a pendant, and I'm an idiot, so I apologize to our viewers for that. So anyway, so this is a quadrant glitch called Turtle Power, and so this is Gabriel's route to get to TR, because TR is usually the way we go to Aga 2, and with the equipment that they have, yeah, this is probably the best way. Well, no, I think you could do some stuff with the mirror that would be faster than this, but this way works though.
Always neat that you just have to
So
move.
anyway,
You have to move the mimics just off screen, and then the door opens.
yep. Well, I'm curious if Gabriel's going to open anything in Hookshot Cave, because we haven't seen that yet either. So this is one way to get to the Dark Mountain without having the Moon Pearl, but still having a link state, using the fake world mechanic, and no, we're not checking anything. This makes sense.
I think he's just gonna make a beeline.
Oh yeah, Gabriel could have used like a mirror wrap and a mirror clip, or like a mirror assisted teleport to get over here as well, but the quadrant glitch is a good way, and it works. Oh, it looks like we're going for a clip anyway, but so, like, we're using the link state that we had, we could have done a super speed clip as well. So maybe just wasn't thinking about it, but
Well,
Alright.
whatever works. And yeah, he'll go take a death.
Yep. Quite a journey. A fake dark world, real dark world, the light world to mirror clip, dark world, fake dark world.
And there you are. Some hungry guy, yeah. Yeah, he got the Swamp Palace crystal earlier. I forgot to mark. Sorry, that's my bad.
Yeah, Gabriel did do a separate trip for that.
Yeah, we knew it was a crystal because Nobly had checked his map. Gabriel actually didn't. So Gabriel didn't know at the time, so that's why we were saying before, he's actually good to go with everything. That was me not having the tracker right. Alright,
Yeah,
six shots to win.
The misinformation. Maybe we should just do all dungeons so that it's simpler.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure they would love to hear that. make it easier for tracking. Also, don't give them boots to start either.
I mean, I'd be okay with that, but Like, a lot of people don't know how to do clips without boots, though. Or they just aren't quick at it.
And there we go. Gabriel got rid of Aga.
It does get the clip out, but mostly for swag. That didn't really save time, unfortunately, but still, you love to see it.
I guess I don't need to mark the G. Do I mark GT as done or not really?
Well, technically it is done.
Oh, yeah.
I guess he was flagged as defeated, but I don't think anyone does, though.
Oh, there we go. It's been noted. All right. Oh, took a death.
That is very bad. Not having the Moon Pearl makes this... Well, the race just got a lot tighter, people.
Huh.
Nope.
Okay.
I didn't see Nobly delete the door, but clearly we have, you know, expedited this process of duping Meyer on his side.
He kind of looks like
Gabriel has a...
Look like it's random by accident.
Yeah, it happens. Like, sometimes this game will eat your input. Like, probably his, like, B input. Like, he was expecting his sword to, like, swing and then get knocked back, but nope.
Instead, he just kept walking up, and then he got 8. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's definitely happened to me before. Not usually in a race, like, that was, you know, this close, fortunately, but I've been there.
Mm-hmm. Gabriel having a little trouble getting out of the... getting out of the portal there.
Yeah, swimming is hard in this game.
Swimming's hard in every game.
Yeah, good point. So it looks like Gabriel wants to do a fake flute to get back to Ganon. This is one of his options. The other option that I can think of that's easy is, well, relatively easy. Well, you know what? They don't have a glove, so never mind. The back of the escape juke is actually not a good idea because they would have to clip just to get in. Or maybe... Oh, or Gabriel could be setting up a Ganon pot. That would be actually pretty clever.
That would probably be the most likely one. Because you can easily, somehow, get to Ganon by just going down one of these holes.
Yeah, my preferred way of doing this is with a hook push, which they don't have available to them right now, so that's why I didn't think of this off the bat. But this is a good idea. I like this.
Nobly has acquired the Vidi crystal.
Yep. Yeah, it looks like some adjustment is required, but Gabriel knew what to do.
Okay, here we go.
Oh yeah, this fight... This script is all off when you come in from the side. Like, you know, regular 1-in-1 strat. But nonetheless, we're here.
Yep. So we'll see how this goes. Didn't get the first cycle because he didn't get the spin. But now he's loaded up on blue potions, so even though that it may appear like he's wasting all of his magic, he'll be good to go.
I would have been shocked if he got the 1-in-1 like coming in like from the side like that. Like this really does throw the script off.
Mm-hmm. No, it's true. It is true. Where is Nobly going? That is a really good question.
Probably doing the same thing Gabriel did with the quadrant glitch.
Oh yeah, probably the quadrant glitch all the way to get the TR.
Yeah, and like I said, this route works, but you really want to utilize the mirror if you have it to get there more quickly.
4 arrows to win. 1, you'll have to fire rod. Yep. And oh, almost fell. he missed, and that's it.
Pressure.
And that is it. So
Yes,
unless Gabriel decides to go left, right, or down, that will be the end.
Alright, please get your GGs in chat for Gabriel going to take this one.
Hit him with the done.
An official time. 1 hour, 31 minutes, 42 seconds. It looks like Nobly has decided to forfeit with that.
You're giving it away. Yes. All right, now yes. Okay. Yep. So now Nobly has forfeited. But GG's though. Nobly apparently he is not doing well, feeling like crap. Hopefully he feels better soon, as that mini helm was going to eat him up. And so that'll be it. Yeah. So while we get, we'll see if we will see if Gabriel will come in for an interview or not. But let's take a look at them in the minute for the tournament brackets while we get that in interim. So upon Gabriel winning, Gabriel will now move on to the second round of the losers bracket and take on one ... in the second round. And unfortunately, yes, this will be the end for Mr. Nobly. So, but no, GG's, good work all around.
Yes, please, let's get our GGs for Nobly as well, if we haven't already. We are always happy to see participants in this mode.
Yep, the old mini Helma prison. This is true. So there we go. Good work. Good work. Gabriel needs an invite.
I can take care of that.
I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, I got it. No problem.
Very well. Okay. So while we also wait here, what else do we have on the docket? Later today, if anyone is interested, we have Tam versus So15 on SpeedGaming 2. That'll be at 9 p.m. EDT, Eastern Time. So if you want to check that out, we have currently Malmo is on comms with other Tom doing tracking. That'll be again on SpeedGaming 2. Also tomorrow we are busy. So tomorrow we have Friday, July 5th at 10 a.m. We have Trey Spire versus Pre R57. At 2 p.m., Simple Clips versus Muffins. 8 p.m., the person with me now, one JD Silvergun, will take on Peter, aka Doom Tap. That's at 8 p.m. Currently, there are no channels for any of them, but if anyone is interested in doing comms or would like to track, do not hesitate to sign up. Also, we have some new stuff just showed up here. Then also Trey Spire versus Pre R57 for Game 2. That'll be on Saturday, 6th of July at 10 a.m. as well on Saturday at 3 p.m. Simple Clips versus Muffins. That's the potential Game 3. And then there will also be, there'll be another potential Game 3 on Sunday, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. In the interim, we are still waiting to get all of the... We're trying to get all of the... trying to get Gabriel in here so he can be heavily interrogated. But let's see here. What else? I mean, what? All right. So while we, okay, our powers that be should have now fixed it to where we'll no longer have these problems.
Maybe Gabriel just needed a quick break.
No, I think there were some problems with his name. Yeah, his name wasn't.
You could just copy and paste the invite. I like DM'd it to him, but
I don't know. You know, Malmo Malmo has the queen of all, the head, the dictator of our fearless leader has resolved all the issues or something. I don't know. But then, how do you feel about your race? While we wait, I'll invite you or interview you.
Yeah, I did had a pretty terrible showing in the race yesterday, so, I mean, regardless of win or lose, I'm just hoping to play a better game than yesterday.
Okay.
Doomtap is quite a strong opponent. Even if I potentially have a knowledge advantage on glitches against him, he has a strong execution advantage.
Doomtap, do you have any rebuttals? No, you probably left. Probably left.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
He doesn't want this.
Yeah, I'd have left too.
He doesn't want this. He's too
No,
scared.
just kidding.
He's scared.
Just kidding.
He's scared. That's what it is. He's scared. I got you. No. He's probably busy partying. He's celebrating the 4th of July.
Yeah, I hear 4th of July is quite big in Canada.
Yeah. I mean, obviously. I mean, to be fair, Canada Day is, the 1st of July, so he likes to celebrate it late.
I mean, why not stretch it out, like, all week, to get the most out of it?
Some people always look for an excuse to party. But hey, as a reminder, hey, make sure you go follow JD Silvergun. Don't follow me. And then follow the runners. They all did great things. As we are still trying to see if we can get Gabriel situated here. And then if not, I will continually interview Silver.
I just got word from Gabriel. He said he was like adjusting his microphone. Should be getting him in here any moment.
Oh, we're getting secret messages over there from inside sources telling him that his crap is broke and he needs to fix it. It's all right.
Well, I never said that, but
No,
I mean,
no. I'm reading
something
between
I
the lines
don't.
here. I'm reading between the lines. It's fine. I get it. I get it. Ugh. But no, it's very interesting. I think a lot of parallels there. None of them hit up any pendant dungeons, which was good. But I think that knowledge became, at least from what I remember from looking at Nobly's screen, that knowledge became very quick as to what were the pendants and what weren't. So
Yeah, this seed was generous with the maps, I would say. Sometimes you're literally like doing guesswork.
oh yeah, I mean I've calmed some races where they haven't. It's like they never checked the map once.
Right. Well, it looks like your reading between the lines actually was correct. Gabriel's saying they're having trouble with the mic. I will ask them if they would like to answer questions in chat, or it's understandable if they just want to pass on the interview. But I'll ask them though.
Just double check again, see if he wants to be interviewed. Otherwise, I can continually be right about people's technology. But thank you for everyone who stuck around here on SpeedGaming 4. Appreciate it. I have no idea what's next on the channels. Currently, at least from what I have here on my screen. Of course, there is SGDQ going on, if anyone is interested in that. They just finished, it looks like, but there was on SpeedGaming 3, they had a Super Metroid Randomizer tournament shenanigans. And that's it. I got nothing else that's relevant. So
1 second. I'm waiting on a reply. He is typing a message.
Oh. I'm waiting with bated breath.
He said he doesn't have any comments about Seed.
Very well.
When Alright, I mean, that's fair enough. It was kind of a straightforward Seed, just like a boring, like, YBA only event, you know? There wasn't... We didn't see any, like, overworld conveyors or hook pushing.
No, there were no hook pushes, just at most, yeah, like what you were saying, a lot of YBAing.
Well, Samaria was at least there. It wasn't a
There's
pure bottle Seed.
YBAing and Samarias were the item, the flavor of the day. So, but okay, I think then that will be it for us. Unless, do you have any other final analyses or anything that you wish to say?
I think that was a pretty close race, for the most part. It was, yeah, I mean, and you already went over the schedule, so, and the links are in the chat as well if you would like to reference that yourself. So, no, I think that'll do it for me.
Excellent.
So
Okay,
thank
then.
you for
Well,
tracking, by the way. Really appreciate it.
oh yeah, no, this is. I can see now why all of a sudden you went silent when you were doing this for me the last time we had paired up for this, and I now understand the struggle. But thank you so much. Well, again, thank you so much, SpeedGaming 4, for having us, and thank you, of course, to Malmo for putting all this together. And so, yeah, on behalf of JD Silvergun, I am Misanthropic Buddha. Thank you so much, chat, for hanging around. And yeah, we will see you all next time.
Just really quick, also thanks to Blue Link for waiting around and helping with the setup. We really appreciate that. And
Oh,
that'll be
thank you,
all.
Blue. Yeah, thank you, Blue Link, for taking time out of your busy day to sit around and wait when we had to wait for somebody. We won't say names. But all right, thank you so much. Y'all have a good one.